Hey, this is stage 19 of Gear Raid 2. This is a different strategy from the previous video. So for this one we have Comet instead. Um, the difference is that Comet costs 19, and even that 3 cost difference can be pretty beneficial, because if you remember in my last video, with Maul, especially around the third wave, uh, that 22 cost was pretty tight, because as soon as you place Maul, he was the last unit I placed, if I remember correctly. As soon as you place him, the golem was about to scream, so it was very, very tight. But with Comet, the 19 cost is just a little bit easier, and the way his ult works is also beneficial. So with Maul, his ult was kind of like an instant nuke, and but you needed to wait for everybody to like gather up. You know what I mean? So you needed the 2 tanks. But with Comet, his ult is more like a duration, so you don't need that grouping as much. So another person that's like this is Iona, uh, Soleil, but I wouldn't use Soleil. She's kind of a she doesn't do as much damage, but if you can make her work, I mean, more power to you. So with that, let's get to it. It's basically the same units as before. If you have any better tanks, go for it. Better healers, go for it. Same core timings as well, just a little bit different and more cost effective. So in the beginning, instead of placing Baron, we're just going to go ahead and place Comet. So as you saw, my Comet does 184, and that's just fine. If your Comet deals, I want to say 70,000, 70,000 or more, you should be fine for the rest of the run. But other than some few changes, everything else should remain the same. So for the first one, we're just going to wait for the third flash. Here we go. And then we're just going to wait for this guy to run into him. There we go. Place our tank. Business as usual. Now this part, like I said, if your Comet can do like 70,000 or more damage to those first 2, you can go ahead and pick up Muriel right now. And these 2 guys, since we placed the Vortex first, will attack Vortex instead of our 2 Dolores and Comet. And because they are attacking Vortex, Vortex only has to like heal himself. He doesn't have to heal like those 2 tanks right here that are taking damage. So instead of that, he could just focus on himself. Second scream, we're just going to place them down after the screams. There's that hit. We're going to place Muriel. Recall him. And place everyone else. soon as Comet gets rid of those people in the front, we're gonna go ahead and recall our tanks. He's gonna handle the rest. That should be it. There we have it. So for the third scream, we're gonna wait for the second flash of his earthquake attack. So there's 1, 2. Wait for them both to start running. Place him down. Wait for them both to start running. Place Volca down. And there we have it. Wait for him to calm down. And that's it. So that one's a lot faster, a lot easier, more cost effective. It's honestly the better strat of the two. But just in case, like, you know, not too many. He is a legendary, so kind of hard to get. Compared to Maul, at least. But yeah, that's the whole ordeal.